There are moments when even the most careful, analytical mind has to stop gathering data and simply acknowledge what the evidence is clearly saying. You have been noticing things, Virgo. Small things perhaps, but your mind has never dismissed a small thing that turned out to matter. The quality of what is arriving in your life has been shifting. The people who are finding you, the ideas that are returning, the doors that were once fully closed and are now showing light, all of it is pointing in the same direction. The universe is opening a new door for you. Not because you finally did enough, not because you finally became enough, you were always enough. But because the work you have been doing, the growing you have been engaging in, the healing and the honest self-examination and the quiet daily commitment to becoming more genuinely yourself, all of that has brought you to a point of readiness that the universe recognizes, even when your own self-critical mind still argues the details. These 11 signals confirm what your deepest, most honest intelligence already suspects. The opening has begun, and everything that is meant to come through it is already in motion. Signal 1. Something you had been holding with great care has finally, naturally, completed its release. Virgo does not let go impulsively. When you hold something, a hope, a grief, a relationship, a way of understanding yourself or the world, you hold it with extraordinary care, and with the kind of thorough processing that most people simply do not have the capacity for. You turn it over. You examine it from every angle. You look for what it means, what it taught you, what part of it belongs to your future and what part belongs only to your past. That process for Virgo is not avoidance. It is the most honest way you know of truly completing something. And something has completed, not through a decision you forced, not through a willpower-based act of letting go, but through the natural completion of a thorough inner process. The thing you were holding has been fully understood, fully examined, fully honored for what it was and what it gave you. And in that completion, the grip has released, not because you pried your fingers open, but because the process was genuinely finished. This kind of natural release is one of the most important preconditions for a new door to open. The universe does not fill what is still occupied by something from the past. And the space that has opened where this once lived is already beginning to be filled by what is coming, by something that belongs to who you are now, not to who you were then. Signal 2. New people are arriving who carry the language of where you are actually going. The people who come into your life during a period of genuine transition are never random. They are drawn to the version of you that is already living in the next chapter. The version that is more aligned, more genuinely itself, more honest about what it needs and what it can offer. And lately, Virgo, the people appearing in your life are different. Not dramatically. Nothing in a Virgo story tends to be dramatic unless absolutely necessary, but noticeably. There is a quality to these new connections that feels more real, more matched, more capable of genuine meeting. Conversations that go to depth without effort. Shared understandings that do not require long explanation. A mutual recognition of something essential. These arrivals are not coincidental. When you are genuinely shifting at the internal level, when the inner work you have been doing is producing real change in your values, your clarity, your way of being present, the outer world rearranges itself accordingly. The people who are finding you now are the ones who belong to the chapter you are entering. They are showing you with their very presence that the new door is real and that what is on the other side of it is already populated by what and who belongs there. Signal 3. An inner calling you kept setting aside is returning with a clarity that cannot be filed away. Virgo is excellent at filing things. You have a mental system, precise, organized, efficient, that allows you to take a thought, an idea, a longing, classify it under the appropriate category, and return to it when the conditions are right. The problem is that sometimes the conditions never quite feel right enough, and the idea gets filed deeper and deeper until it is easy to believe it has been permanently set aside. But this one kept coming back. You filed it and it returned. You analyzed the timing and found it wanting and it returned. You questioned whether it was practical, whether it was realistic, whether it was worthy of the effort and the risk, and it returned. Because it is not a passing idea that your mental filing system can contain. It is a genuine calling. And the fact that it is returning now with greater clarity and greater insistence than ever before, the fact that Virgo, with your extraordinary capacity to override your own impulses when logic demands it, cannot quite override this one anymore, that is the signal. The new door being opened for you leads directly in the direction of this calling. The universe is not opening a door to something random. It is opening the door to something that has been specifically and persistently asking for you. Signal 4. Opportunities are appearing through channels your planning had not accounted for. Virgo plans thoroughly. You think through the likely avenues, the probable paths, the realistic scenarios. And within those parameters, you prepare and position yourself well. But what is arriving now did not come through any of the channels your thorough planning had mapped. It is coming through new infrastructure, through connections you only recently formed, through situations that developed in ways you did not anticipate, through directions that simply did not exist in your previous landscape. This is one of the clearest signs that a genuine new opening is underway. The opportunities that belong to a new chapter of your life often cannot arrive through the routes built for the old chapter. They require new paths, new connections, new conditions, new versions of yourself capable of recognizing them. Your previous planning was not wrong. It brought you to the edge of the new territory. But the new territory itself operates by different geography. And the opportunities appearing through unexpected channels right now are your first dispatches from that new geography, showing you that the map is expanding, that the world of what is possible for you has grown larger than anything your previous plans could have contained. Signal 5. The energy of your closest circle is shifting in ways that create space for your growth. Virgo is deeply attuned to the energy of the people closest to you, often more attuned than you allow yourself to consciously acknowledge, because your analytical mind prefers to work with facts rather than impressions. But the impressions are real and they are shifting. Something is changing in the relational landscape that surrounds you. Connections that once felt heavy with a certain dynamic are lightening. Relationships that were draining more than they were nourishing are finding their natural distance. And in the space created by these shifts, something new is becoming possible. A version of your relationships that has more room for who you are actually becoming. More room for your genuine needs, your real boundaries, your authentic ways of engaging. This clearing is not comfortable. Virgo values consistency in relationships and does not embrace change in them easily. But what is shifting is not what is real in your connections. What is shifting is the dynamic that was preventing those connections from being as genuine as they could be. What has depth and true compatibility will grow stronger through this shift. What was more surface level will simply settle into its appropriate distance. And in what remains, and in what is newly arriving, you will find more of what you have always genuinely needed. Signal 6. You feel drawn toward learning or deepening in a direction that feels precisely right. Virgo's mind is always engaged. You are always reading, analyzing, processing, considering. But there is a difference between the ordinary activity of an active mind and the particular quality of being drawn toward something with a sense of genuine rightness. A sense that this specific direction of learning or growth or deepening belongs to where you are actually going. That quality is present now. Something is calling your intelligence toward a specific area of expansion, a topic you keep returning to, a skill that keeps presenting itself as relevant, a way of understanding something that you have been circling from different directions and know you need to enter more fully. This is not casual curiosity. For Virgo, casual curiosity does not persist the way this has. It is preparation. The new door being open requires something of you, some knowledge, some capacity, some deepened understanding that you are currently in the process of developing. Your intelligence, which has always been one of your greatest gifts and one of your greatest responsibilities, is being directed toward precisely what the next chapter will need from it. Follow where it is pulling you. Signal 7. A practical or material matter that had been stuck is beginning to move with visible momentum. Virgo takes the practical world seriously. You know that the inner life requires a stable outer foundation, that genuine growth happens more freely when the practical elements of life are sound and moving. So when practical matters have been stuck, it affects everything. And something has been stuck. Something in the material, the financial, the logistical landscape of your life has been resisting movement in a way that has been frustrating your patient, methodical efforts to address it. But that resistance is breaking. Momentum is building slowly, perhaps, but with a solidity that is unmistakable to your detail-tracking mind. A shift that was blocked is beginning to move. A process that was stalled is showing signs of progress. A practical matter that seemed to have no solution is revealing one. This material movement is not coincidental. The universe, when it is opening a new door for someone, often clears the practical path simultaneously with the inner one. The outer world is beginning to reflect what has already shifted inside you. And this visible, tangible movement in the practical realm is one of the most grounding and trustworthy signals that the new chapter is genuinely, concretely underway. Signal 8. Your dreams have been carrying images of order, clarity, and fresh purposeful beginnings. The dreaming mind speaks in images, and the images it chooses are never random. They reflect the deepest processing of the self, what is being worked through, what is being prepared for, what the inner world already knows that the waking world has not yet fully registered. And lately, Virgo, your dreams have been carrying a specific quality, not chaos or confusion. Those would have been the dreams of the difficult season behind you. Order, clarity, the satisfaction of things in their right places, open, clean, purposeful spaces, the feeling of starting something with full readiness, with everything properly prepared. These dream images are the inner world showing you what the next chapter feels like from the inside. Not a fantasy, but a genuine preview. The emotional texture of what is coming, delivered in the language your dreaming mind understands. When Virgo dreams of order and purposeful beginnings, it is because something deeply organized and intentional is being prepared for you by the universe and by the best parts of yourself. Pay attention to how these dreams make you feel when you wake. That feeling, that particular quality of clarity and readiness is what is coming. Signal 9. Something that was lost is quietly returning. Virgo processes loss thoroughly. When something leaves, a relationship, a quality of life, a sense of purpose, a version of yourself, you do not simply push past it. You examine it. You understand it as fully as you can. And then you find a way to continue functioning, because functioning for Virgo is both necessary and in a certain way comforting. But even after the thorough processing, even after the logical acceptance, something of what was lost often continues to be felt as absent. And right now, something that was absent is returning. It may be returning in the exact form it had before. Or more likely, because things that return for Virgo tend to come back clearer and better suited to who you now are, it may be returning in a form that is improved by everything that both you and it have been through in the time apart. The return of something genuine and needed, whether it is your confidence, your sense of direction, your ability to feel genuinely hopeful, a connection, a part of your own creativity or strength that went quiet during a hard season, is a signal that cannot be misread. The universe does not return what is lost to someone who is not ready to receive it in a form that will truly flourish. Signal 10. The people and situations meant to complete their time in your story are finding their exits. There is a natural rhythm to how things complete in a life, a gradual thinning of energy, a narrowing of overlap, a gentle but clear sense of completion rather than continuation. And Virgo, whose perceptive mind tracks these shifts with extraordinary accuracy, even when you do not say so directly, you have been noticing this rhythm in certain areas of your life. Situations that were once central are becoming peripheral. Connections that once felt essential are settling into a more accurate distance. Chapters that once defined large portions of your daily reality are becoming something you can look at with clear, quiet eyes and recognize as finished. This is not loss, even when it feels like it. This is the completion of what was genuinely meant to complete, the clearing of the space that the new chapter requires in order to fully arrive. What has genuine depth and genuine alignment with who you are becoming will remain and grow stronger. What was more situational, more temporary, more connected to who you were rather than who you are becoming, that is finding its natural exit. And in the space being created, the new door has room to fully open. The frame is clearing. The threshold is visible. And on the other side, something genuinely new is waiting. Signal 11. The most precise, most deeply knowing part of your mind has already reached its conclusion. Virgo analyzes. That is not a criticism. It is the description of one of your greatest capacities. But beneath the analytical process, beneath the information gathering and the scenario mapping and the careful consideration of every variable, there is something else. A place in you that does not analyze but simply knows. A quiet, settled certainty that arrives not through accumulation of data, but through direct and complete understanding. That place has reached its conclusion. You can feel it when you are honest with yourself, the part of you that is past deliberating, past weighing, past the careful construction of a case. The part that simply knows. It knows that the new door is real. It knows that the timing is right. It knows that what is on the other side belongs to you, and that you are genuinely ready to step through. That knowing is the most reliable signal of all, because it comes from the deepest, most accurate intelligence you possess. The mind that analyzes is valuable, but the knowing that exists beneath the analysis is sovereign. And right now it is telling you clearly, move forward. The door is open. What is on the other side has been waiting for exactly this version of you. If this message resonated with your sign, Trust that it is not a coincidence. When the universe wants to speak to you, it always sends exactly the right signal, and you are here because you needed to hear this today. Your support as a subscriber or as a member of this community is what keeps these messages alive. They are the messages that touch, awaken, and transform. If this video made sense to you, leave in the comments the day you were born. Virgo, you have spent a great deal of your life making sure everything was in order before you allowed yourself to step forward. Making sure the plan was solid, the details were right, the timing was appropriate, the conditions were adequate. And in doing so, you have often delayed the very thing you were working toward. Held it at arm's length by the very thoroughness and care that is also one of your greatest gifts. But the signals coming to you now are not asking you to become careless. They are not asking you to abandon your precision, your intelligence, your extraordinary capacity to see what others miss. They are asking you to trust what that precision, that intelligence, that capacity are telling you clearly and completely right now. They are telling you that the door is real, that the timing is right, that you have prepared sufficiently, more than sufficiently, that the next step is not a leap into the unknown but a well-informed, deeply considered, wholly intelligent move toward something that is genuinely and specifically ready for you. You do not have to be perfect to walk through this door. You only have to be willing. And after everything you have been through, after all the work and all the growth and all the honest self-examination, willing is exactly what you are. Step forward, Virgo. The door is open. Everything on the other side has been arranged with your name on it.